Nets. Sorry I haven't posted one of these in a long time. I know it's been a long time that I haven't posted one of these. 2 or 3 weeks. I've just been very busy between everything. So yeah, April is gonna be a crazy month for me right now. So I'm gonna try to do one of these every week still. I kind of got started getting on that, and then April hit. So yeah. Well, here we go. We're gonna talk about Leo Valdez. Yes, Leo. Leo is probably the funniest character out of everyone. I mean, Rick Riordan has covered all the characters. He has Percy with his sarcastic humor, Annabeth with like her kind of smart humor where you're just like, oh yeah, that's just kind of how you react. Then you have like Frank with his sort of like humor where it's like, I can't do that. Like, yes you can! And you just have like all the humor. And you even have the dry humor from Nico, who just kind of says things that are hilarious, and you're just like, you're just a ray of sunshine, aren't you? You have every single one, and they're all like compact into Leo. It is awesome, because Leo, he makes the comments, he makes the jokes, he gets sarcastic, he sometimes has the dry humor a bit, and sometimes he just does the thing that everyone has done once in their life where it's just like, it was too easy, I had to say something. I had to say it like that. So he is the funniest character, like probably in this entire series, okay? And it is so awesome in this series, especially this book. So we're gonna go through it now. So just starting at the beginning, I like how he was still kind of the one to be like at the wheel. He's at the wheel. He is fighting off these things. He's controlling everything, trying to get everyone to Greece. I know we didn't like see much, but I can actually see that he has been like just driving this thing all the time, every single day, like just as much as possible until someone yelled at him to go, to stop. I like that about him. That's the awesome part about him. The part with the drawers, I didn't like those drawers, because I was like, oh, you took Leo's tool belt. No, 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 no. You don't do that. No, you don't. And then when Leo was going to go get it back and that little battle-ish scene happened, that was just pretty awesome. I especially liked how he, like, I especially like the comment he made where he's like, I don't know how to ask, where are your dangerous explosive chemicals in Italian? I love that he asked, that he even thought that. He didn't ask it, but he thought it, and that was just funny. And he went in, he really proved that, hey, you don't need to be a good swords fighter to be awesome in this series, okay? Because we have so many awesome characters, and he proved, and he just showed, like, all, like, right up front what we can use anything, okay? And in the little that's fighting at the tower, that was pretty funny. And just the way that he was like, oh, Jason, you just wasted a great entrance. That's what you're focusing on after you defeated dwarves. And then I had to applaud him and root for him a lot, because he sent those dwarves after the Romans, and like, no offense to the Romans, but yeah, Octavian, I still hate him, as you know. So I didn't mind too much. And then we got everything else, and the part where he kind of like made, and then the little comment about Nico, I don't know if I brought this up before, about Nico, is, I like it, how it's like, okay, so basically Nico, they're talking about this giant, which was still funny. And now, okay, so yeah, the beginning's kind of not too much, because I know that there's one part a lot of people want to talk about. There's always those couple parts of the book where we just want to talk about that one part, and here it is for Leo. Calypso! The moment he got blasted into the air, I knew where he was going. I knew that Calypso was going to come back. I didn't know how, though. I was a little confused on how. But the moment he launched into the air, I was like, oh, it's him! through the air. I like how we still got to see like the going through the air, not oh he's falling, he's falling, he's falling. Like we actually got to know like okay he's doing this, he's trying this, he's doing this, he's doing that, making a helicopter and stuff. And it was awesome. And let's just talk about the scene with where they first meet. Okay, like I said, we're gonna talk a lot. We're gonna talk lots about this. The scene where they first met was just beautiful and completely even in sync with his character. Even if he was mad, it was still in sync. The way that she was yelling at him, that he just landed on her table, and he's just like, oh yeah, I'm fine. You know, just fell from the sky and stuff. But let's talk about your table, like that. And I don't know where, but I've heard like that. I heard a lot of people are talking about how it was too fast. The romance thing was too fast. And I mean, yeah, for Rick Riordan, that was pretty fast. We're used to like seeing that nice slow build-up romance. Like even Jason and Piper, their romance might have been fake at first, but it did grow into it. But still, they had like fake-ish history that they still believed. Okay? And Percy and Annabeth like grew into it. They didn't say I love you or kiss, really, like especially kiss until the 5th book, and that was a beautiful romance. But this one, it's kind of speeding it up, so to speak. I'm defending this for a second. Bear with me, because Leo and Calypso, I love them. I will ship them forever. Ship them so much, and just going in there, like, well, yeah, it's taking the concept of you lock two people in a room by themselves for a while, and they'll like each other. That's what they did. They were stuck on an island together by themselves, and they ended up liking each other, which was awesome. And I like how it was an awkward kind of moment too, because they were there, they weren't. Calypso was being nice to him, he was being nice back, kind of like respecting her space and stuff. And they eventually did end up liking each other. And the line where he promised to come back for her, oh, that was so beautiful, but also it was like, oh, Leo, why did you do that? Why? And I'm only asking why because I'm like, Leo, you blatantly thought, there is a prophecy that says someone who's going to make an oath is going to die. I'll make the oath anyway. That just didn't make any sense to me, but it was still so sweet, and I love it, and it's like, this is like what it's gonna be, that he is gonna get her back, they are gonna live happily ever after the awkward part with Percy and Annabeth. Yeah, that'll come up in predictions. Yeah, awkward part with Percy and Annabeth first. So, and after that, now we covered Calypso part. After he comes back, I like how he was changed, like more, I guess, like mature. I guess that's a good word for him. He was like more matured after he came back because he found love. He wasn't part of this group who everyone had a girlfriend or boyfriend. He's kind of the odd one out, the seventh wheel, because everyone had a boyfriend or girlfriend. But now he does! No, he's not telling anyone about her, but he does! So, yes! Like, and I just love that he was so much more mature. I still love him, so I still love him. And then after that, okay, the way that they, like, went in there, okay, the part where when they were in there and the mist was all happening, you know, Hazel's doing all her mist action, and how he was trying to help but screaming and running around was so, like, it's hard to describe. I liked it, and it was sweet and adorable and everything, and it's really hard to describe because he's running around, he's screaming, and it's like, well, what is he doing? And it's like, he is being awesome, he is being Leo! Okay, because he was still trying to help with all the fire and stuff, especially once they got out of the mess and everything else. And then, you know, Hecate, I'm going to assume that's her name, shows up, and there you go, there you have it. So, that's Leo. So that's Leo for you. If I missed, once again, if I missed anything, please leave it in the comments. I'll bring it up in the next one. Predictions for Leo. Like I mentioned, get her back. okay? He is going to get her back or go back there somehow. They will live happily ever after. And I just want to bring up one prediction because I like this, because I think this would be funny. I'm just imagining, like, if he brings her back and he's going to go introduce her to everyone, how awkward is it going to be when Percy, Annabeth, Leo, and Calypso just meet? Yeah, and she's like, Percy! And he's like, Calypso! And Annabeth's like, Percy? He's like, Annabeth! And then Leo's like, wait, you know her? Like that. That will be a fun conversation, now won't it? Now it's time for the Rick Riordan tweet of the day. Okay, the tweet is... So someone tweeted, my hands are itching for Blood of Olympus. Please make it interesting. He responded, interesting. Quickly starts over. I love his response to these tweets. So yeah, if you don't have a Twitter account, or you're not following him yet, then you can just go online and type in Rick Riordan tweets, and there's actually a page for it. And also, by the way, it is here! The staff, the Sadie, and Annabeth crossover, and I'm glad to report to you that this book right here, The Mark of Athena, with the story in the back, it's only found in paperback, right now, as of right now, on May 20th, I believe, is the e-version of this, but in this nice, beautiful mini story, I actually find out that Percy and Annabeth live. Yeah, minor spoiler, but these stories, the one here and these two, there are two mini stories in them. See, one's there and one's there. The two mini stories in both of these actually take place after the Heirs of Olympus. So, everyone, no worries. Percy and Annabeth live. So, thanks for watching. Be here next week when we go in and we talk about Hazel.